bum, bum. What's going on, crypto people? It's your boy, Crypto Siege. What is good? Corey Anderson is first. How are you, Corey? The real Big Will is in the building. How are you, brother? Life is good right now. Holy moly. Did I just find the next curve finance? I think so. We'll talk about that. Did Goldman Gary get himself in trouble again? Oh my goodness gracious. Hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. Nice. Having a beer and some milk. Milking cows at lunch. I love it. Corey. Bum, bum, bum. Amir Latson is like, yo, Siege, counting down the days I can completely bank myself through DeFi, slant CeFi. I hear you, my friend. You might be very interested in this new find. I think it is the next curve finance. We'll share that crypto gem and possibly, and why I'm really going to go all in on this one. Shout out to the B Pro Network. Shout out to Everrise. Whoa. Holy moly. Life is really, really good. Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to some of you. Hope you're having an absolutely outstanding day. How blessed are we? How blessed are we to be early adopters in this new asset class that is the digital asset space? Wow. Really, really, really blessed. The market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers. I don't even know what they are. I'm sure Bitcoin's around 42,000. I'm sure XRP is around 80 cents. Woo, tell me about your cash flow today. How was the passive income? Shout out to Convex Finance, Curve Finance. Oh, interesting stuff there. 20% a year or 180,000 a year. I'm going to share that little scenario with you and see if we can't put ourselves in the exact same position and what it means for you and I going forward. Interesting stuff. I'm going to share that with you. I finally found some stats on Curve Finance and some of the Curve Finance wallets. We're going to get into those numbers. Wow. Yeah, we're going to look at the origin, when Curve Finance started, take a look at the numbers to see what's good. Lemire Lasson says, looks like Flare is coming out soon. Seeing Hugo make a recent tweet about it. Very nice. Very, very cool. Waiting on the word on my Songbird tokens. They're still sitting on Celsius network, the behemoth, the monster, the $20 billion in asset under management. That is Celsius network. Wow. Interesting stuff over there. I'm supposed to be setting up this appointment for this interview with the ambassador people there. We'll see how that goes. We shall see how that goes. So anyway, guys, yeah, the market is doing what the market does. Really, really cool to see that. Great to hang out with you guys today. We're going to get into it really, really quick. Just want to hear your thoughts on the new find. What I believe to be the new Curve Finance has a really, really good shot at being that. And I'm going to take my money and place that bet. I only put a few $100, not even a few $100 there, but I have been researching and playing around, doing my homework and on Twitter and YouTube and obviously Discords and the like, trying to figure it out. Kurt Elliott, what's good, man? How are you, bro? Kurt, it's good to see you, friend. Oh, I should come milk the cows one day, huh? That would be fun. Little Miss Crypto Siege would probably get a kick out of that, or she'd probably be scared to death. But Miss Crypto Siege, yeah, she probably would love that for sure. Hi, all from New Zealand. Corey's in New Zealand. I keep forgetting that he's in New Zealand, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. Appreciate you checking in, bro, for sure. Let's get into the market, man. Let's get into this market. I will say this, man. I will say this. My guy, Alessio Rastani, it's like his predictions for the XRP thing is the end of 2023. And I have to ask myself, what if he's right? What if it is the end of 2023? Wouldn't that be close to 5 years? Wouldn't that be close to 5 years if he's right? So let's say November of 2023. Wouldn't that be close to 5 years of XRP being below its all-time high? Like, he's not expecting XRP to move above its all-time high until 2020, mid-2023 of its previous all-time high. And to reach the $8.70 mark, the end of 2020. Yeah, what are you doing in the meantime? What are you doing in the meantime? Like, that's a long time. What's the cash flow situation going to look like a year from now? A year from now, if you did something today in a Curve Finance-like platform, what would the money be like today? I have to ask myself that. I really, really do. Interesting stuff. We'll see how it goes. I'll share with you and love to get your thoughts on it. What's going on, Travis Bison, Bull Tolliver? What's your take on the buyback of XRP like they did gold in the 30s? My take on the buyback thing is it would be awesome if they did it. I don't see it happening. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't call it a 50-50 shot. I don't know. I honestly don't know the chances of such a thing happening. And certainly we'd have to look at the numbers to see how that goes. What if they did 1,000 per XRP with what people do it? Be interesting to see if they're willing to give up 1,000 per. What's the real value? And if they offer the buyback, does that come with the buyback or nothing? You know what I mean? It's 1,000 per XRP or nothing. It's 1,000 per XRP or, yeah, I've seen some thumbnails of this confiscation, taking away your XRP. That is some interesting stuff. So what if it's either or, 1,000 per or not? You got to take, if it's 1,000 per or not, you got to take it, right? But what if it isn't 1,000? What if it's 500? So the whole buyback thing to me doesn't seem to favor the holders. Yeah, then you think about taxing on the buyback. So it doesn't seem like it would favor the holder. So in any case, that's kind of my thing on that whole buyback thing. Let me get into the market so that we can get into this curve, I believe, like. Now, how many of you, before I even get into that, how many of you know the ins and outs or feel comfortable with Curve Finance? You know what it is. You know what it does. Please let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know. Rasheen, be wealthy. What is good, bro? It's great to see you. I appreciate you checking in today. So do me a favor, hit the chat up real quick there and let me know. Let's say really familiar, somewhat familiar, not familiar. So really familiar, you can just put RF in there. Somewhat familiar, you can put SF, and NF for not familiar in the chat with Curve Finance, just to kind of get an idea. Let me get. Rasheem says not familiar. Lemire Lassen says somewhat familiar. Somewhat familiar, says Froggadella Research Group. Anybody? Okay. I'm going to see if I can get as many of those NSFs as possible. And then I will ask if anyone owns any CRV, but don't answer that yet. Corey Anderson says, not, that means you don't know, right? Not familiar, somewhat familiar. Mr. XRP all in, how are you? What did I do? I forget all my three. Anybody else? Lemire, Corey, the real big wheel. What do you know about Curve Finance, bro? Mr. XRP all in. It's great to see you. Not so familiar. There it is. Got it. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Really, really good. Are you familiar with Curve Finance? All right, let's go with the market, man. Not familiar, says the real big will. There you go. That's so interesting. Just to gotta get a good take on that, man. That thing is minting millionaires and billionaires. Yeah. I'll show you some stats. I'll show you some stats on that. Unbelievable. XRP Bush is in the building. What's good? What's good, my friend? Venice Island. I love it. Is Spirit Swap going to be the next Anyswap, now known as multi-chain? I don't know. We'll see. All right. So here's the market. 1.97 trillion. Yeah, that's not great. The Bitcoin dominance, 40.7%. That's not great either. Bitcoin's at $42,278. Looks like the market's pretty red. Ethereum is $2,900. Gala Music. Remind me to ask you guys about Gala Music nodes. All right. Binance coins under $400, $399. XRP is at 79 cents. It's under 80 cents now. It is still green on a 7-day, though, at 16%. My guy, Alessio Rastani, says we need we need another leg up, above that 82, 88 cents to confirm the upward trend of XRP. So we need another move above 88 cents. I think we just hit that recently, right? 87, 88 cents. We need a move above that to confirm the upward trend, says my guy, Alessio Rastani. All right, so Solana is $1.04. That's not right. Cardano is $1.04. Solana is $95. Wow, pretty good discount there, I guess. Terra Luna is $53. Polkadot is $18. Avalanche is $80. Dogecoin is 14 cents. Shiba Inu is $29.49, still up 5% on the 7-day. We got Polygon is $1.64. The Atom Cosmos token is $27. Where is the Phantom token? That's my Chainlink $15. Tron 6 cents. There it is. Phantom is $1.89. Interesting. Stellar is at 20 cents. Yeah. There are hash graph 23 cents. A lot of reds, a lot of double figure reds on the 7-day now. Go figure. Still sideways. The Central Land is $2.83. Goodness gracious. So Elron is still 12%. So Elron and XRP still double figure greens on the 7-day. What else? That is it, really. Gala's down 10%. I learned about this new NFT project. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm just not, I don't know enough about them to say here or nay. But I did get turned on to one. Yeah, so that's the market, man. Celsius is $3.12. Shout out to the Cell token, new 1%er. Curve token, $2.86. And Convex, where's Convex at? They're usually right next to each other. Where's my Convex? There's Convex, $25.76. Convex Finance. There it is, guys. The market again doing what the market does. See, I can get rid of this audio. Yeah, let's do that. I got a bunch of no's on curve finance. Isn't that interesting? Home-based income 101. How are you, miss? Not familiar. Wow. Aloha, Crypto Kahuna. Great to see you, bro. Absolutely, Travis. Absolutely. You still adding the Anyswap in their LPs? Indeed, sir. Indeed, I am. Where'd you take your XRP off of, Jeremiah? Ben Shiloh, how are you? What's going on, Mr. Fouts? Great to see you, bro. Oh, that's not great. Nexo, really? You can really? So Jeremiah, if you're on Nexo in New York, you don't have access to your crypto on Nexo? I don't know. Gio, great to see you checking in, bro. Hope you make this. Hope you take the moment to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know what's going to happen with Celsius or Voyager. I really don't know. I will tell you that the people at Celsius seem to believe. There you go, Corey. Welcome to the Blue Wrench Club, bro. Seem to believe that they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's from the beginning with in reference to what Celsius Network did. I don't know what Nexo did. I don't know what BlockFi did. But Celsius from the beginning took the approach of they're going to treat the CEL token as a security. So we are going to take it's a security. They're not saying it is, but we're going to take that approach from day one. So Celsius took the approach that we're going to register as security. We're going to do all the securities things that the regulators want. We're going to do it. Register, paperwork, blah, 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 all of it from day one. That's the approach that they took. So in other words, they've been in the paperwork game and filing the paperwork and, answering all of that from the beginning. They didn't wait to speculate that whether or not the regulators would treat the CEL token as a security. They said we're gonna treat it as though from the beginning. So they have your Nexo tokens, right? So I don't know what Nexo or BlockFi just finished paying $100 something million fine, like 180 million, I believe, 180 something along those lines, and then they tweeted out that now they have regulatory clarity. Yeah, I forget her name, but yeah. So that's interesting, to say the least, to say the very least. Crypto Brown 321 XRP ATM. What's good, Crypto Brown? Where you checking in from, dude? Did I miss anyone else coming in? I did not. So I'm going to share a platform with you guys. It's called 100 Finance. 100 Finance. 100 Finance. 100 Finance is a spin-off of and fork of Compound Finance. Compound Finance. Right? Spin off from that. Yearn Finance, right? The guy behind Yearn and the a big part of Curve was a guy named Andre Crone, who's now getting ready to launch something called Solidly on the 17th. But my point to saying that is a lot of times these spin-offs can be turned into good things, right? Because what happens is they learn from the first and say, I think we can do it better somewhere else. So Compound, this 100 Finance, its background history is from Compound Finance. And initially they decided that they were going to do the stable coin route and incentivize people for providing stables as opposed to adding tokens. They started out that way and since changed. But anyway, 100 Finance launched, I believe it launched in December in that time frame. And I am liking the moves because they want to be Curve Finance 2.0, if you will. I'm liking their moves to Curve Finance. And you got to get, for me, I think we're so early. We don't know who the Google and the Amazon, well, we know who the Amazon is, right? That's going to be Ripple. We don't know who the Google of this space is going to be, the Google or the Facebook. We don't really quite know yet. Looks like Aave and Compound, they have great starts, Yearn great starts, but we don't know who's going to be that. We're so early. We're so early to the game. So let me share, I want to share a Medium article with you guys. Hedera Hashgraph, says Jasper. What's good, Jasper? I'm going to share this Medium article, and then I'm going to share some statistics about Curve Finance and some of the top holders of the Curve token. Hundred Finance progressing solidly. That's not the one I want. I want the one where they kind of mentioned what they were going to do from the beginning. Let me see if I got that. I don't want the weekend review. January. I just had the freaking article up. Maybe if I click on one, it'll show me. It usually shows me more here. Terribilis. Interesting. Let's see if I get some more here. There it is. More. Read more from 100 Finance. 100 Finance expands the chain link. Everybody does that. Price feed integration to support ongoing multi-chain expansion. Well, it doesn't give me any more. Anyway. It would be an understatement to say that it has been an exciting start to 2022 for 100. We've seen a frankly incredible increase in interest in the project from the wider crypto community, and this has carried over to an explosion in our numbers and total value locked. These important metrics have then had the knock-on effect of bringing about many positive developments for the project, some of which we're going to use this post as an opportunity to discuss. The curve wars and the power of vote Escrow, this VE. During the last year, the hottest topics, one of the hottest was within DeFi has been the so-called curve wars. Curve Finance, an exchange service built on Ethereum, was actually the source of the code of Hundred's own VE HND reward system. Important, in which liquidity providers who stake their H tokens are rewarded with our HND token, which can be then locked for VE HND vote escrow. Remember the vote escrow, guys. Remember the token and the token escrow, because it's voting. And I'm learning today that there's more to just voting on particular platforms like Curve and HND. It's not just about proposals. I didn't know that. So the been locked for VHND, which is vote escrow, which gives you some voting power and used to influence emissions. Emissions are rewards. This governance mechanic achieved through variable time locks, like Curve has 1, 2, 3, and 4-year time locks, I believe, has proved to be one of the most compelling recent inventions in decentralized finance tokenomics. And I know you guys have heard me say, if Keyless were here, and I've always said that I love the Curve token economics and what they're doing. Convex Finance, just in case you didn't know, was a spin-off, if you will, of Curve Finance. And they came up with a very interesting idea that has really become more powerful than Curve Finance itself. So in essence, vote escrows allows users and even projects and meta protocols to act to maximize the interest through the accumulation of a governance token and the implementation of strategic voting. I'm going to share an example of that. In the case of Curve, this has led to the rise of Convex and others, a protocol specifically devoted to boosting rewards for stakers and liquidity providers alike. I love Convex. Now that Convex accumulated a proportion of the CRV supply of almost 50%, think about that. Convex came 3-4 years later, and now they have over 50% of the CRV supply. So projects that have become moving to the tactics of bribing Convex holders, the Convex native token, to improve the emissions, the rewards granted to pools that serve their own users, granting CRV much increased utility, use case, and value by extension. 100 Finance, like many, saw the effect of Curve's tokenomics and realized how it might be positively applied to lending markets in addition to exchange liquidity pools. Lending protocols make up a huge portion of the TVL and DeFi, and our multi-chain vision seeks to unite the largely fractured liquidity that results from a lack of integration between silos held on often different protocols. And that is a big deal. And there is a thing out there looking to, kind of change that. This is a first approach. It's a multi-chain approach from an AMM. We have thus been incredibly happy to see the protocol's growth and usage and community participation since implementing HND token staking in early December. So the staking is in its first year. It is within its first 6 months. Please keep that in mind. So keep the token itself, keep the VE, which is the voting escrow token, and the power behind that, and keep the what I want to say, how long, I don't even know how to say the word, how long it's been around. Okay, if you can find a better word for that, right? It's total existence in terms of staking. Okay, keep that in mind. Hugely important as I show you some other stuff. Implementing HND token staking early December, and look forward to seeing what implementations emerge from a voting escrow HND, which is the 100 Finance token, in the coming months. So, no, I don't want to say anything about that there, right? So kind of keep that in mind right there, right? Keep that in mind as I share some examples of Curve Finance and people using the Curve Finance token. I'm going to share a video of a YouTuber that I found from just, doing my homework and just, in Discords and just trying to learn more about, for me, the biggest thing is what can be the next Curve Finance in terms of tokenization? What can be that next big thing? Solidly is going to be a little different because they're changing up the curve finance model, and they're changing it up, and they think they've made something better. And a lot of platforms like 100 Finance believe that they have, and they are participating in this solidly exchange that's going to be launching on the 17th. So let me share a video and just kind of bear with me on it. The title of this video is 4-year curve lockups and curve bribes by a guy, I believe he calls himself Wrecked Food Farmer. Just take a listen to it. I'm going to share a few parts of what he's doing here. All right. And these bribes is quote unquote, in essence, a bribe is you taking your voting power, and people saying if you come over here and vote here, you'll get more rewards for voting if you do it here as opposed to there, and admissions are rewards, right? And this is a model that Curve kind of put together with actually Andre Cronje, who is getting ready to launch solidly, and it's been part of Yearn Finance. He created that bribe mechanism or mechanic.
Increase our lock when it comes to the curve. So let's initiate that straight away. No, 2025 is not long enough. We want to go for the full whack, which is going to be about January the 30th, somewhere around there. Let's do that with all of the curve. We have just purchased another 50,000 curve, which we are going to lock up for 4 years. So our existing curve.
He purchased 50,000 more curve tokens. 50,000 more. He's going to lock those up for 4 years.
Curve was able to unlock in 3.5 years, but by doing this, we will have 100 was able to unlock in 3.5 for 4 years. So our existing curve was able to unlock in 3.5 years, but by doing this, we will have 100,000 curve locked up for 4 years.
Okay, so now here's the important thing to note here. I'm going to stop the share and then I'm going to get back to this video. So he locked up 50,000 CRV 3.5 years ago, which is roughly the starting date of Curve and or Curve's lockup thing. Where am I at? Okay, think about that. Is Jungle in the building? What's going on, Jungle? Hey, Joseph C is in the building. How are you? So just think about this, guys. So 3.5 years ago, he was he locked up 50,000 CRV 3.5 years ago. Okay, 3.5 years ago, locked it up. So just think 50,000. I'm gonna put that down. 50,000 CRV tokens 3.5 years ago, and he was able to unlock it just a couple of days ago. So 3.5 years ago. So this dude took a shot on Curve Finance, and he just unlocked it and decided he's going to buy an additional 50,000 CRV. Now, look, I get it. But you got to get in where you fit in. You got to get in where you fit in, right? 50,000 CRV 3.5 years ago, unlocked that, and then he purchased another 50,000 CRV. So he has at least 100,000 CRV. So we're going to make sure we do that. And the 50,000 that he just say he bought it today. I don't know when this video came out. Let's say when he bought it today, I know it's within 10 days. He bought another 50,000 and he locked it up for another 4 years, right? Right, just to kind of Привет, mom. Right, just remember that. Throw ink. Watch the video on the Swift page. What video on the Swift page? Throw ink. Paul Bogle's in the building. We know XRP is the Google. I know Brad Growling House likes to say the Amazon, right? Ripple's going to be the Amazon of this new space. What's going on, Jungle? Appreciate you being here, bro. It is great to see you. All right, so just think about that as I share this 100 Finance thing with you, and the fact that the staking part, the locking up part of 100 Finance just started in December, right? Again, certainly got to do your own homework on 100 Finance. You got to get to their Twitter, right? You got to watch as many videos from as many sharp people as you possibly can to get it, and then come to your own conclusion on your risk tolerance and your bet, if you will. It's a bet, in my opinion. For me, it's a bet on the next curve finance. Now, I missed out on the first 3.5, 4 years, whatever it is, of curve finance. I missed out on it. I know my guy Noah Stedman on YouTube, he didn't miss out on that one. He was around for that, from what I understand. And when I look at his numbers, right, because he'll share his numbers every now and then. Now, did he get curved when it was 3.25 cents, 4 cents? I don't know what curve started out as. I don't know what he purchased it at, what price that was. I do know that 100 Finance at the low was 25 cents and at the high was $4. That I do know. We'll check today's numbers today, but I believe it's about $1.50, maybe $1.80. So, all right. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's continue listening to this, and then I'm going to share another part with you guys. Because what I'm looking for is, remember, locked tokens aren't lost tokens. Now, you could lock something up and the project could go away, right? But locked tokens aren't liquidity, right? It's not liquidity. It's not providing LP. So, that impermanent loss and all that, it's locked. Some say it's worse. Some say you don't have access, it's worse. We share the rest of this video. I say I am going to figure out a percentage to liquidity, because you can provide liquidity on this 100 Finance as well in stablecoins. I'm going to figure out a percentage of locking and as opposed to versus providing liquidity with stables. I got to figure it out. It's 80-20, 70-30, 50-50, as we like to say, 50-50, right? So let's take a listen.
Now, that's a big play. That's a big part of my portfolio that I am writing off for 4 years, but I have a very good reason why, and I believe that Curve will be here in 4 years. So let's see if it is. Let's see if that it's still thriving, and if it is, I will be benefiting off it every single week until then. So we are doing this because of the bribes. Okay, some of you may know that the bribes are my favorite aspect of. We are doing this because of the bribes. So
we're doing this because of the bribes slant voting. Okay, that's what it essentially is, huh?
Okay, some of you may know that the bribes are my favorite aspect of Curve right now.
Favorite aspect of the Curve tokenomics is the quote-unquote bribes with your VE CRV.
Now, okie dokie, that should be locked.
Okay, we don't need to listen to him go through how to lock. Let me get to the next point here. And he's going to share his personal deal. I'm going to go right here. And I think it starts at minute 8:30, but I'm going to start it at minute 8:01.
Which equates to, what does that equate to? $3,389. That is amazing.
Okay, let me go back a little bit. What he is doing here is he's comparing, if I vote, because underneath the spell and this T, which is a threshold network, I believe, you can cast a vote. And what you can do is go on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and it'll tell you, if you vote here, how much you'll get in a particular thing and how much you'll get in the other particular thing. And he is calculating where he should put his vote for the CRV that he has, which is 100,000 CRV, right? So that's what he's determining here. So let me go back a little bit. Okay.
What was the token? T, 40-something thousand T. Here we go, 40,100 T, which equates to.
Let me do this, because he explains why he uncasted his vote from Spell, which is the token from Abracadabra Money, and I forgot to see if this does it.
40-something thousand. Then it should be highlighted green, and we should be earning 40-something thousand. What was the token? T, 40-something thousand T.
God damn it.
Here we go, 40,100. What is it? What is the gas fees right now? 96. So that should go through. With a little bit of luck, that transaction should go through, and our votes should be cast. Let's take a look. Let's see if they are going to be going through. Yeah, that looks like it's gone through. Okay, now if we come back to over here, then it should be highlighted green, and we should be earning 40-something thousand. What was the token? T.
All right, so in any case, he in the beginning of that, he said why he uncasted or took his vote back this time around for voting. He took it from the Spell because it was only going to give him about $700. Same CRV tokens, same amount, but if you voted there, it's only going to pay out about $700, as opposed to about 4,000 going in a different direction. And the platform tells you the money that you're going to make for the vote that you make. And that's why they say bribes, because a particular platform will pay you a certain amount of money if you vote in their direction, which gives them more power, if you will, voting power on the platform.
40-something thousand T. Here we go, 40,000.
Let me ask this question. How many of you thought that the voting was just for proposals and changes and upgrades to the to the protocol? When I heard about voting, you know, that's all I ever thought. Right? What's going on, Keyless? That's what I always thought. I always thought the voting was okay. You know, you want to increase the size of the development team. Oh, wait a minute, you want to do a burn. Okay, cool. Oh no, wait a minute, you want to you know, partner with this people, right? I didn't know there was this kind of voting power came with some economics monetarily. I didn't know that. Reba Bunhead, is that Reba Bunhead? Right? I didn't know that. What's going on, Keyless? I just mentioned your name. I was saying that you probably one of the people that would know that I've always been a big fan of the tokenomics of Curve. And that's what we're talking about here. Okay, cool. So anyway, let me get back. Let me share again. CRV vote incentives right there. Curve vote incentives. Get more for your freaking votes. And Andre Cronje of Solidly he is the guy who created that model. He ideated that model for Curve.
Which equates to, what does that equate to? $3,389. That is amazing, and that's really nice. That is the whole point of what we wanted to do today. We wanted to increase our bribe amount. I locked up more Curve. We've now got a big amount of Curve locked up for 4 years, and if I can earn $3,300 a week from that, then I am absolutely satisfied. That is absolutely amazing. So yes, the total investment for this, if you want to break it down, 100,000 Curve, that was, well, right now that would be around $300,000. So just off the bribes alone, it's currently yielding, well, around 50% per year. 50% APR off the bribes alone. So don't forget that you also get the trading fees. So the amount that I'll be earning in trading fees will now double because I now have 100,000 instead of 50,000 locked up there. So it's currently yielding, the APY on the trading fees is, what is it, 5.95%. So I will currently be earning around $50 per day from that. So let's say $18,000 per year from that, $150,000 per year from the bribes. So my position is earning me around $180,000 per year for a $300,000 investment. I am
$180,000 a year for a $300,000 investment. Did you guys hear that? $180,000 a year, approximately, right? Because he's kind of rounding it up or down there. $180,000 a year for a $300,000 investment, and it's $300,000 because whenever he put that, whenever he increases 50,000 CRV to another 50,000 CRV, well, let me stop sharing here. The current price of the CRV when he did that was $3. It's $2 and change now, but it was $3. What's going on, Noble Revenue? Yeah, because of this mechanics in the curve tokenomics, this voting thing again, that Andre Cronje from Popsicle had something to do with Abracadabra Money, had something to do with One on Time, originally from Yearn and Curve, just a brilliant guy. But he came up with that CRV, the vote escrow token. He came up with that model. He came up with the model, right? And so think about that, 300,000, right? He's locking up. You got 300,000 in value locked up essentially, and he's locking it up for 4 years. He gets to continue to vote. I don't know how often the voting is, but he gets to continue to vote, and he's going to vote for, obviously, he's going to put his vote where, people are going to, pay him the most to vote for their thing, right? I don't know, but that feels like better than 20% a year. And 20% is on the high end when we're talking relatively safe on like Anchor Protocol, right? 19.8%, 19.9% there, right? But you got to look at the other part of it. What's the risk on that? It's a lockup for 4 years. It's a lockup for 4 years. Once you commit to it, it's locked. So now you're betting on the developers. You're betting on the team. You're betting on them evolving and becoming. You're hoping that they become the Google, right, of the crypto space. But they have options, don't they? They have a 1 year and a 2 year and a 3 year and a 4 year, right? Right? Very, very, very interesting thing. I'm going to share some stats from you guys with some of these CRV holders. And again, in Keyless, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I believe that for me, I discovered the next Curve finance, the one that can take a bit of compound, a bit of Curve, and kind of put them together and make their own thing and make their own run. I just read an article about 100 Finance on Medium. Yeah. You in the HV3 Polygon pool? Yeah, I was in that for a while. I just got out of that. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. I remember when that first came out, man, everybody was on that thing. CJ nowhere. That's real money return. Indeed, it is. It really, really is. And so 100 Finance, I'm going to show that with you guys. I'm going to show you the platform. I just staked a few tokens, not very many. I started out with a teeny amount, like $10. I don't want to put this thing on. I want to take it off. All right, show me the response time when I decide to stake, or if I decide to add stable coins. I want to see how this platform works and performs. And then I was just doing research for 2 weeks. And now, after doing this, seeing this video and some other things, I'm going to take a portion of the portfolio and put it out in that, right? And so his 50,000 CRV, it could have been 50,000 initial investment. It could have been 100,000 initial investment if CRV was $2 when he did it. I don't know. I have no clue. None. I don't know. I don't know when he got the CRV. But I guess we could check 3.5 years ago and see what the price of CRV was and how much he initially put in, right? That's real money. Sorry. So let me do, what did I wanted to do? I wanted to share some of these curve stats with you guys. These numbers are something. Let me share these with you guys. These are CRV token holders. Hopefully I'm on the right one here. Am I make sure. So okay, I don't want to do that. Let's go to some stats. User vote locks. Let's check that out real quick. I think I'm already on it. And let's just check out some of the. All right, so the start date for the lock was May of 2021. There's the address, and this is 1,853,000,000. I'm pretty sure that's right. Hold on a second. Let me write this out here. 18535 185359634. Or is that 185 million? It's 185,359,000 CRV. 185 million. Now this 46% means to me they own 50, almost 50% of whatever is the voting thing there. So 185 million, which means that is 27 million, 23 million, 24 million CRV locked. And there's 780 pages of 10. So there's 10 and there's 780 pages of people locking. Let me see if I can find this. That I want the daily locks. Let me see something. So 27 million. This dude is locking up 100,000 CRV. So he just got in where he could fit in. So however long ago that was, I don't know. This is daily. So today someone locked up 230,000, 440,000 CRV, 12th, 13th, 11th, and 10th. And I don't know if that is, okay, number of locks, it says 13. So I don't know if that's 13 individuals. I think that's what that means. And the total CRV lock today was 230,000. On yesterday, there was 28 locks, totaling 442,000. Prior to that, it was 21 locks, totaling 283. On the 11th, there was 444,000 CRV that was locked, and it was a total of 17 locks. And again, that's 54 pages there. You see this release schedule here. Total CRV locked, it says here, is 439 million CRV. That one lock wallet had 185 million of that. The average lock time, which is 45% of all circulating CRV, 439,250,000 is 45%. It's pretty good. The circulating supply of CRV is 531 million. Average lock time is 3.63 years. Total supply says 3 billion CRV. Community, early users, employees, investors, core team. The community has the biggest percentage there, it looks like to me. Early users, hold on. Yeah, there's the community. There's the early users. Early users. Then you got the employees. It's a small amount than the early users. Investors is a little bit more than the employees. And then there's the core team. Interesting chart that they have there. Very, very interesting. It looks like they didn't start tracking this because 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Well, this is February 2022. So it had to have been February at the earliest, February 2019. So they only started tracking that sometime in 2020. I say, for me, I am trying to find the next Curve Finance, because again, I wasn't here. I was not familiar with Curve Finance. I was 3.5 years ago. I was not familiar with this platform. And I think that 100 Finance is going to be that next thing. Let me show you 100 Finance. Let me find it for you. Ticker symbol is HND. Now listen, don't take my advice. You know how we do. We don't tell you what to do with your money. We would never do that. I did my homework and due diligence, and I believe it has a shot. The HND token is 1,063 according to CoinGecko. It's up 25%. Interestingly enough. So it was actually below $1.38. It's up 25%. So in 30 days, it's down 62%. So all-time low was, I believe, was 25 cents. And the all-time high was $6. This says 33 cents, 2021. I think CoinMarketCap has 25 cents as the all-time low there, plus 20%. So I don't know. 24 hours of 25%. All-time high was $6. It's $1. Feels very similar to the, no, that was Curve, I think was maybe 25 cents and it got up to $4, I think, yeah. So you got that bump in that. So in any case, that's what I'm looking at there. Let me share the screen. I'll share the rest of this with you guys. So there it is. There's up 25% on this on 24 hours. I think the closer that it gets to the solidly launch, because they are one of the 25 platforms that will get the the VE token NFT from Solidly. And then they're gonna have to figure out how they're gonna get that out to the community, to the VNHND holders. That's why the staking has been going up, I'm sure. So there it is there. This says 33 cents. It got as high as $6. So November 26th of 2021 to its current time, which is, what is this, February of 2022, is how long it's been around. But the staking part of it didn't start until December. So for me, I feel like this is my shot at the next potential Curve finance. Let me show you the platform here. This is the platform here. It's the dashboard. You really don't need the bridge. You don't really need the docs. And then there's the voting. The voting allows you to do the single staking of HND to get the VN HND, to get the boosted rewards, and where you can lock it up for a month. Let me see, I believe it is a month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Oh, do I have to switch? No, I gotta switch. Hold on a second. So they got a month, they got a year, they got 2 years, and they have 4 years. This was my little small amount that I put in here early this morning. And yeah, I've been waiting and testing and doing homework and waiting and testing and doing homework, but I'm going for it. So the average lockup time is 2.32 years. And the average on Curve Finance you saw was 3 years. 2.32 years. The average lock duration is currently 2.32 years based on 1 million DHND and 1 million 0.8 HND locked. So, and there's a little calculator here on the right. You can kind of figure out how much you'll make for locking it up for a year, 2 years, 4 years, whatever. And then what I like here is you can, as soon as you do your lockup, you can vote. You can vote and kind of put it in the gauge where you think you'll get the most return. And then you can see the returns by going here, I think is how it works. Now, this is if you're going to quote unquote supply liquidity. So this is very, very similar to Aave, and I think Compound as well, but I know it's similar to Aave. You see these percentage ranges here, 6.84% to 16.5%. And you get the higher APR for staking a stable coin and having HND and locking it up. Is my understanding. The more HND you have, the more high percentage you get on your USDC. That's just for providing liquidity there. And so you can do fracks. And these are not high numbers. Magic Internet Money, oddly enough, has some biggest return of 23.84% if you lock up MEM, or not lock up, you should supply MEM. And then they got a borrowing side as well. It'll cost you 2.94% to borrow if you want to borrow. I haven't looked into that as of yet. And I think anything after Frax US, I think that's that Phantom USDT. I think that's Phantom USDT. They're all 0% there. So those are the main stables right there. Those are the main stables. And then they have some borrowing. You can borrow other crypto if you want to borrow besides the stables. So this is an interesting thing. The total liquidity on this platform now is 82,914,000. 82,914,000 that's locked up on there now. At one time, it was barely 5 million on here, but there it is there. Again, what fascinates me the most about this is that the lockup thing and how that works with the voting did not start until December. So for me, that says that is pretty early. And it's funny because when I voted here, when I did this and I locked up some whatever, next thing you know, I got airdropped some USDC, which was interesting. And I didn't realize where it came from. It took me forever to figure it out. I got HUSDC. And I put a very small amount of USDC on there, like a very small amount. And the number that I got of HUSDC was 10, 11 times the amount. Yeah, and my guess is that there's going to be a swap from that HUSDC into USDC the same way it is on other platforms. You just trade it out, right? So yeah, and I'm guessing that was the reward for voting there. So what else did I want to share with you guys? I showed you the curve. And another guy that I really recommend following, seems like a really good guy, real smart guy. He is not in this for money. Apparently he is pretty well off already. And he had a lot of good things to say about this platform. And this is 333 Crypto. Okay. Now, the first guy I shared with you, he's in a position where he did great in the first bull run, that 2017, 2018 bull run. And you watch his videos, he's got about $250,000 in stables, kind of, in his wallet type deal. So, but he's really good at kind of going through it and kind of share what he's doing. Rekt Food Farmer, REKT Food Farmer. But Save with Crypto, or 333 Crypto, I should say, 333 Crypto. He did this video about 3 months ago, and look at the price for 100 Finance was 3 months ago. It was $1.23, and if you went to Coin Market Cap, the total market cap on that was about 5 million. Yeah. Let me see what the total market cap on it is now. $12 million. So this is, it's not even 15 million. Circulating supply is 9 million. The total supply, the total max supply is 100 million. What say you? I don't even know what to think about that right now. And so, by the way, Keyless, just to let you know, he's one of the 25, 100 Finance, that platform was one of the 25 to be able to participate in Andre Cronje's Solidly. Remember, Solidly is built for platforms. And then the platforms decide how they're going to hook up the platform users. That's right, Keyless. This channel does not provide financial advice. Do your own research. This is for entertainment and information purposes only. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you, Keyless. There you go, right? Think about that. Paul Bogle, Veracity. I heard this, in fact, Paul Bogle, this guy here, 333 Crypto, had a lot of good things to say. Had some good things to say about Veracity. That's really good. There you go. You got on VRA early. Paul Bogle says, I'm sticking with Veracity at 25%, which is earning me approximately $2,000 a month at current price. Yeah, that is sweet. Did you get on VRA early? So when I see 100 million total supply, I see a model very, very similar. It's kind of a mix of compound and curve. I also see that they're big fans of solidly are big fans of 100 finance. That makes me think, right, those kind of like minds and kind of great projects kind of come together. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now, you guys know that we are participating on convex finance, right? That kind of spin off from Curve, right? Earn a certain amount of money every single day. I don't know what the number is, to be honest with you. I wish I could figure out what the daily amount is, but I don't know. I have no idea. I wish I knew. I wish I could figure out what the daily amount is. But the value is not that much. It's like 5,000, $5,000. But I wish I could figure out the daily. Let me see here. So that's it, guys. Oh, Everrise and freaking B Pro Network. Any of you guys part of B Pro Network? Would you like to share? Are you guys part of the B Pro? BEPRE? Like in BA Pro, but B Pro? Any of you guys part of that? Oh, that's not Veracity? Oh, this is a wallet. Okay, got it. Thank you, Paul. VRA wallet. It's called Vero wallet. Super safe. I've never heard of that, bro. And so what's the 25% on? The total balance of crypto on the wallet? Paul dropping some nuggets right here. He's dropping some, is that what they call it, alpha? Stake VRA for 25% a year. Staking turns. Okay, so instant buy VRA and stake it. Okay. And is that do you keep custody of it or no? 25 staking. Oh my God, what happened? What happened? Uh-oh. My laptop conked out on me. Uh-oh, guys, my laptop went bananas. I don't even know what to do about that. Hmm. Well, that's no good. All right, guys. Well, I guess I got to wrap it up and figure out what's going on. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to try to fix this problem. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I will talk to you soon. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See you later. Bye. Let's see. I can't do anything here. What the world?